I just need a little faith in the Most High. He order all the steps I take. Time to get weary, but I gotta keep the pace. The clock is ticking, day of the Lord ain't gon' wait. I will walk the water for your grace. Grace. I will walk the water for you. Daily reflection got me vexed about my ways. Did not reproach myself, this flesh I can't escape. Put myself in check, Nike tracksuit in this case. A two-edged sword, you know that word, katana blades. Blades cut me asunder so my carnal mind don't blunder. Thank the Most High for SOT, I'm out that slumber. I pray I'm of the multitude that you can't number. Times he had blessed me like in forests counting trees. Yeah, how a light is judgment, bring it to your knees. And it's a thin line between just enough and greed. Yeah, greed. I'm hungry for some righteous knowledge, I'm intrigued. Instruct on how to make it better for our seed. Loving your people, it's just more than a good deed. Seasons we got crabby with each other, disobeyed. So he put a nation over us, men that were base. They pervert the truth, they full of hate, they reprobates. Truth, he made us all, but us and you can't conflate. Both found in the ditch when the fool tries to lead the blind. To be upright man, perfect the laws and be divine. Take me through that fire, a new mind to be refined. Even if at night the light hit gold, we still gon' shine. We still gon', yeah. You got that title, that don't make you a good leader. You think your followers be gassing you, that's ether. He's pimping past the McIntyre congregation's Reba. Yeah, I see it. The wicked prosper, don't get caught up with the allure. A constant thought is when our nation gon' get restored. Search for the answers, keep the laws at the end, endure. Yeah, endure. All the advice is in the book, let the fool won't visit. In wisdom show herself, the few and the most won't get it. A wise man said, is this for sure or are you committed? Yeah, I'm in this. I'm putting bricks in for myself, you make your decision. The map is laid, I took the step, you trust your improvisions. A mustard seed of faith, now watch it grow up through the ceiling. And the Most High, he order all the steps I take. Time to get weary, but I gotta keep the pace. The clock is ticking, day of the Lord ain't gon' wait. I will walk the water for your grace. Grace. I will walk the water for your grace.
I'll be there, I'll be there, I'll be there for you. I'll be there, I'll be there, I'll be there for you. The scriptures tell us we was delicate to one another. The same blood run through our veins, we family, I love you. Them curses got us with an evil eye towards our brother. Soon as the Achaeum rebuke us, we got a rebuttal. Proverbs say open rebuke us better than secret love. Against the children of our people, don't bear any grudge. Repent and keep the commandments before you meet the judge. I got the Noah spirit on me, beware of the flood. Israel above every nation, we the salt of the earth. Go to the highways and hedges, get out the path of church. Place your trust in the Most High, keeping your hour first. And put your hands to the plow, cause what's faith without works? You my brother and you my sister, I care for you. The knowledge I get out this truth, I'ma share with you. Me watching you live in this sin is unbearable. So if you fall, I lift you up, you know I'm there for you. Yeah. You wear your heart on your sleeve, I never dare to. I put my heart in your hands if you be careful. I'll be there, I'll be there, I'll be there for you. I'll be there, I'll be there, I'll be there for you. You wear your heart on your sleeve, I never dare to. I put my heart in your hands if you be careful. I'll be there, I'll be there, I'll be there for you. I'll be there, I'll be there, I'll be there for you. Holy Alba, man, the warrior, how is his name? You had a hand in our demise, you gotta get the same. Yahweh I say he coming back with a mighty flame. Israel and world without end, we should not be ashamed. Jacob have our love, that's the way it's been from the start. I made a covenant with you, but you ain't play your part. I smite a river, send locusts, even make Egypt dark. But Pharaoh up to show my power, I harden his heart. Deliver them like I'ma do for you, I am the Father. Have your faith up like Peter, walking the Christ on water. 7 captivities, but Babylon just
I'd rather die than be left in this world. Y'all wanna be left in it. Talking about the law's done away with. If that's the case, I'ma smash your wife and don't say shit. If that's the case, then you getting robbed, body patted down. Now these niggas scared. I bet you them laws matter. Try me, Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. They could never have it, I'm a different breed. I killed the old man years ago. It was him or me, made it out the fast life. Now I'm on a different speed. I should've died years ago. Yeah, how was shy, he intercede. The Lord intercepted all my imperfections. Went from yokes around my neck to diamonds on my necklace. Went from breaking the Shabbat, now I'm breaking fast. Next year's paper planes, but this year's paper tags. All praises to the Father, man, I hate to brag, but look how far he brought me. Could've left me in my past. I finally know my purpose, now I'm safe at last. I killed all the snakes, but the Father helped me shave the grass.
Yeah, it's good, yes, yeah, it's great. He changed my life and made a way. I'm gonna tell it everywhere I go. He's so good to me. He brought me out the miry clay, cleaned me up and changed my name. He broke the chains, now I am free. I breathe your breath, that's liberty.
Yo, yo, yo. Yeah. Say what's real.
My father figure keep me guided, I'm always protected. Not a single wrong, I don't ever get corrected. Light over my shoulders, tales from a priest. Take a Psalms 23 and sit your tail to a seat. Legendary in a way, but nothing like a tall tale. False gods set them up, they all fell. Fantasies, they all sell. Nothing in my time can compare to the timeless. The light behind my rhyme and the one who I get in line with. Ain't no other lane for this fire flame minister. Descended from a higher plane, ain't no higher name from the one. When a gun jam, I figure you know now. Divine power follow me, that's just how it be. I can testify for sure, my heart not pure, but still I get to see a day that I did not work for. Bodies dropping with the climate, gas raising on black faces. Still I'm the one who made it. I just be thinking when I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. I feel like everywhere I go, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High. With my conscience, I acknowledge that there is a higher power. Look at me. False idols never promise victory. You survived cause you was meant to. Stop the guessing, you a prized possession. Blessing from the sky, ain't no higher lesson. I'm a messenger, you should get with this rhythm. Gospel, you ain't gotta be poor with chains no more. Flip up your master plate, don't be captivated by your master space. The earth is yours, but first the one we know gon' have to pass away. Destiny, you part of a higher design. They tell me the sight of his eyes like fire and wine. Coming at the wild child who made it through the birth canal. One shot, amazing how you missed the kiss of death. Life was in your step, people turned away from out this way, never coming back. Slipped and fell inside the cracks, landed on their back, but you 10 toes in the field, still in one piece, for real from the bottom, where all kind of brothers get easily killed. Rest in peace to them. You part of a higher design. They tell me the sight of his eyes like fire and wine. When I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High. Something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. I feel like everywhere I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. Most High. I said something keep watching me. Something keep watching me.
see is pain. My people see the same. They locked us down in chains. We just praying for a change. They knocked us off the throne and stripped the earth of our names. My heritage I claim. I just pray they do the same. Cause if they only knew that we the true Jews. But if they only knew that we the true Jews. If they only knew that we the true Jews. But if they only knew that we the true Jews. You saved us from Egypt and Moses was a leader. Next 40 years, angel food is what you feed us. You passed me down the law mindset of elitists. I took a blood oath and promised my kids they'll keep it. So we celebrate the Passover, kill the firstborn. You played the land of Egypt, no mercy was shown. For agriculture, finance, the system was torn. When you drown them in the sea and left their city in mourning, now I'm mourning. And one the semblance of a sign, no we blind. Messiah put spitty clay in my eyes in times. They wondering which way is the God, so we die. Not knowing his always wait till the light, which is Christ. So I fight different stereotypes, parasites. My life ain't work for paradise, real life. They think it's all a joke, Harlem Nights inside. They hate us cause we the Israelites. Cause if they only knew that we the true Jews. But if they only knew that we the true Jews. If they only knew that we the true Jews. But if they only knew that we the true Jews. Can't shake hands with you or make grand justice. Came with the same spirit as my ancient ancestors. We rebuking in the gate. Ain't sparing now, nigga. They looking for a sign like when Christ transfigured. But prophecy is the sign which reminds we as children. Cause even Moses' time still describe how we living. We stricken with the curse and got the botch of Egypt. I'm lifting up her skirt, exposing these soul secrets. As they whitewash history, distorted the pericope. Troy, Doc, and Gruen, see the love between you and me. Put us at the low and then rewarded all lunacy. Wicked of the earth, and if not, then who it be? Damn, I need a moment, just let me breathe. Nigga spiritual about freedom, they'll never see. Damn, I need a moment, just let me grieve. Gotta be one speak, twice, man, don't perceive. Rise, stop.
False sense of pride, you hunt and deprive. We execute that judgment, how scripture describe. With an iron rugged, that's the pieces you dare to survive. The rest we follow laws, suggest you get involved. They excuse all of the warnings, some wanna be lost. We some learned men, not just spitting tall. SOT, a Bible University, no Kennesaw. Laugh at unbelievers with their stupid scars. Don't believe in nothing till some shit pop off. You trusted chosen, think you should know who you credits roll, and they gon' use.
Shalom, I'm Sister Mayan, a student ambassador for the Spiritual Midwifery program. Spiritual midwifery has changed my perspective in a positive way when it comes to birth work. It has made me confident that I'm taking on the role that the Most High has chosen me for. I feel as though it has provided me with the right tools to better serve my current clients as a doula and future clients as a midwife. What makes spiritual midwifery stand out more than other trainings and programs is that it's much more personable. Just being able to learn with and learn from sisters that are like-minded brings out a level of closeness and spirituality that cannot be achieved by anything not ordained by the Most High. I can definitely feel his presence every time class meets. I would definitely recommend the program to other Hebrew women pursuing midwifery. It's such a joy to learn from another Hebrew sister and also have a community of sisters to learn with that face the same daily struggles that we face in life.
Welcome to Pillars of Rest, where you can find special material for our sisters, by our sisters. This is a Sons of Thunder exclusive platform focused on building, encouraging, uplifting, and engaging with the daughters of Zion. Here you'll find personalized and interactive content geared towards showing what it truly means to be a pillar of rest. Interviews, scripture breakdowns, tips on motherhood, marriage, and testimonials are just the beginning of the many things to learn from and enjoy in this program. Welcome to the Truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's mission is to humble the world in the Truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's vision is to build up the poor man and woman in spirit. Many people are deceived by lies, deceits, frauds, pride, forward mouth, arrogance, and evil ways. The poor in spirit are attacked daily. The vision to build up the spirit is to cause people only to walk in the ways of Yahweh, just as his son Yahweh Shai and the prophets did, by not just speaking the word, but by putting every word Yahweh spoke into action.
We're the Sons of Thunder Israelites, and it's our heart's prayer and desire that you all get the truth of Yah game.
Use our discount code SOT for additional savings.
Shalom.
All right, let's play, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get it going, man.
Shalom, family. First and foremost, I have to give all praises, all glory, and all honor unto the Most High God, Yahweh. Of course, I do so in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. It's your brother Ariala of Sakari, and I am excited to present to you, the nation of Israel, the official Hebrew Israelite Bible. Now, this has been the culmination of 4 long years of hard work, and it is available for purchase at HIBofficialzion.com. Get yours today.
Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua Barakatam.
Shalom.
Welcome to another Friday class with SOT. Peace and safety to the elect in the 4 corners of the earth. Thank you for joining us tonight. Shout out to all of our wonderful YouTube members commenting in the comments, enjoying the music as we got everything prepared and started for class. And we hope you enjoyed the camp video that aired earlier. If you didn't have a chance to catch it, it is called Why Does the Heathen Rage? You definitely want to go check that one out. That's very interesting. You definitely want to catch that and watch that one, man.
Dude was bugging.
Yeah, he's crazy. The Heathen Gus. Very, very wild guy. Crazy dude, man. Different kind of character. All right. Before we get started, we want to remind you that our Passover is coming April 22nd. RSVP closes April 1st. How much time y'all got?
2 days?
2 days.
It's the 27th.
I don't care if you and 10 people changing your mind and y'all decided y'all gonna come. If you send that email April 2nd, you're not getting inside. And it's not to make this is not a party. We're not trying to make it exclusive. There's a lot of preparation that goes into Passover, and it's work. And you got to prepare for it. And y'all got to help us prepare by RSVPing, handling your due, and showing up on time. So we can send up these prayers so the Most High could judge this spiritual Egypt and Sodom.
That's right.
And that's the only way to look at it. All right? That's the only way to look at it. And that is the attitude that you should have with it. All right? That weekend, we're going to have the Pillars of Rest brunch. Okay? It's free for all members of the Pillars of Rest program, which is our Patreon offering. Okay? Our Patreon offering. Okay? People asking how to join the Pillars of Rest. The QRC code is at the bottom. Let me move this scrolling text. The QRC code is at the QR code is at the bottom. Put that in your phone. It's going to take you to the Patreon right there.
Straight there.
Or you could just go to the Patreon right there. Patreon.com/SOT Israelites. That's easy.
It's too easy.
SOT Israelites. Patreon.com SOT Israelites. Join whatever tier you want. But if you want to be a member of Pillars of Rest, pick that one or the executive membership, and you get both. Okay.
Right.
If you're not a member of Pillars of Rest, we still want you to come.
Still come.
Because it's going to be a beautiful brunch-in. Just make sure you RSVP to SOT. It's all on the flyer. SOT Feast Day at Gmail. Send your due so that they can get you a seat at that brunch.
That's right.
I don't want nobody asking me why I got to pay to go to brunch. What brunch you go to, you don't got to pay.
I never been.
What brunch is that?
Never asked that for any other brunch.
All right.
Never asked that for any other brunch.
Last but not least, my brother, man, Roe the Chef, his album, God is Good, Act 2 is out.
It's out.
On Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and I'm sure other places too, Pandora, iHeartRadio.
There's no excuse.
Go listen to that.
All right. Tap in.
He had a new joint we was playing today, but like I said, preparation is a lot that goes into it. we had it queued up and we didn't play the clean version.
Yeah.
So we owe him one. We're gonna holler at you, Ro. Okay. And if you want to advertise with the Sons of Thunder Israelites, send us an email. Okay. SOTisraelites@gmail.com. Send us an email. We'll check it. All right. Matter of fact, send it to Sons of Thunder Israelites @gmail.com until we transition over to the new email we created. Send it there, and we get your righteous product up there all month on all our classes and camp videos. Okay? With the power and strength of Yahweh Ba'Shem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, Thawada, Amen. All right? So what is class about tonight? What are we talking about tonight?
Got a treat.
Yeah. Always. Friday class is fun. Yo, look. Classic anti-black arguments crushed.
Destroyed. Dismantled.
People are so disrespectful and unkind to us while telling us that we're complaining that people are so disrespectful and unkind.
It's crazy. Hypocrisy is crazy.
I got a video that YouTube took down. We're gonna put it on the Patreon because it was taken down from the YouTube. It's called "You Have to Be Insane to Be Black in This Country."
Yeah.
America is asking you to be insane. What do I mean by that? You have to act like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
You cannot complain when something does happen.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do something, be expected to be treated with extreme prejudice.
Right.
And be okay with that. Or you're whining and complaining. That's what America asks from you.
Yeah.
And that's how they talk to you. Go ahead.
While celebrating Memorial Day and 4th of July, which are all memorials of how they destroy or win against oppression.
How they got away from their oppressors.
Nobody else is asked to forget their history.
Nope.
If you mention your history, you're living in the past and you're a victim. You're stuck being a victim. It's so bad now. Negroes is purposely going out of their way. Can you find that post I sent you with the Jake who was like, I choose to. Can you find that?
God.
We're gonna share that with the people. I sent that to a few of y'all. Pull that one. Text me that. Listen, I don't want to be insane. I want to be smart. I want to be a nationalist and I want to be a leader for my community.
That's right.
Right? Black people, we sabotage each other because you know what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna say, "Why you got that thing on his head?"
That's a fact.
You're not asking them British judges why they wearing a white wig with powder in it.
Right.
You never asked that.
You don't care. There was just a pastor in the black church. He had on a blouse preaching with the fluffy shoulders.
Shoulder pad.
You don't care. But why y'all got on them garments to the floor? Why y'all got them strings, them fringes? What's that? What's them letters? Why y'all doing that? You know, we are each other's worst enemy because black people are absorbed and possessed with being cool. It is very, 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 very important in our culture to be cool. If you in school and you young and you're not cool, you're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah.
If you older and you trying to find a woman and you're not cool, she don't care how. There's a game that people's playing now where they pop balloons, right?
Uh-huh.
And the women is clowning everybody based strictly on their appearance or how they talk. But these guys have great jobs and they are great people.
Right.
But they're getting rejected by the women of their nation because they not cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think the girl said, I don't like your fit. You got a bag. You should have closed it.
She said you got a suitcase. They probably don't get nothing in.
What? What are you talking about?
You don't know what I got in.
What are you talking about? Why you wore that hat? And humiliating the brother and tearing him down. He had a good job and he was positive for his community and he should be uplifted. But it's also their fault for subjecting yourself to that type of judgment by these foolish women. But it goes both ways. So what the Israelites, we're not absorbed with being cool. We think Israel is cool. We think being in the truth is cool.
Right.
We have a culture. Y'all culture is manufactured. Okay.
It's a costume.
It's a costume. And look at what cool gets you. Look at our brother Sean Combs.
Man.
Look at our brother Sean Combs, Puff.
Mm-hmm.
Doing them crazy.
Brother Love. That's a black man. Then look what 50 doing to him. 50 are black men. They arguing over a woman, but that's something else. We ain't going to go too deep. The Bible says, meddle not in affairs that do not concern thee. So I'm going to just keep it on a national level. I don't care about their personal life, right? They beefing, but they never came together and did nothing for their nation. And then this nation going to destroy one of them and probably get the other one later. Nobody could get away. Puffy been hot for like 35 years. And now they ransacked his house and put the footage of the interior of his house wrecked. How does TMZ get a Homeland Security cell phone video?
Makes no sense. How'd they get that?
Who phone is that?
Who leaked that?
Everybody come into office Monday. Who did it? That I don't think that's him though. That's not the clip I sent you.
White privilege. Sure.
No, I sent you a clip where my man was like standing on a mountain and it had a quotation. He's like, "I forgive them or else I'm racist too." Remember that clip?
Yeah,
y'all can find it.
Okay, yeah. I gotta go up there. I'm gonna send you this too.
Oh, the sister's crazy.
Let me see you this too. This
sister's wild.
The diddler done.
Why y'all calling him the diddler? Yo,
how many dudes did the diddler?
Yo, the Most High is terrible. Yo. Diddy now is not associated with cool anymore. He's associated with being a rapist and homosexual. They say no Diddy now.
No Diddy. They say
they crushing the man. How far have we fallen?
They even made a riddle out of him.
That's crazy. I don't even want to hear the riddle. And there's so many people caught up in this. But just think about it. Diddy was down with this nation.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this nation is now trying to destroy him and his kids and his friends. Diddy adopted a young white girl. I don't know if y'all knew that.
No. Yeah, he did.
He adopted a young white girl. I don't care about that. We're still going to destroy you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to bring you low and make you come sit in the dust, which is their judgment.
Exactly.
According to the book of Isaiah. Now, Puff got all these videos out of the inside of his home from the people that raided him, which is authorities, put the footage out and sold it to TMZ. That's evil as hell. And nobody gonna get judged for that?
Nobody.
So it was done on purpose to humiliate you. Look, see, you thought you could get on your private jet and leave, which means I'm above it. We're gonna ruin your day. Look what we did to your house.
Mm-hmm.
Look at your kids in handcuffs. So you ain't better than nothing. You're just what did Jay-Z say? You're still nigga. I'm trying to get y'all to think, man. I'm trying to get y'all to see like it's a lot of high stakes now. This is crazy, right? Yeah. That stuff that Ryan Garcia was talking about a couple weeks ago, we didn't talk about that. Once the Nickelodeon dude started getting in the fire, one of their own, get Diddy.
Yep.
Get him. Now we forgot about the Nickelodeon dude.
Completely forgot about it.
And he's just flat out raping people. Excuse my language.
Y'all don't talk about the island that was dedicated to trafficking children. Y'all don't talk about that anymore.
Remember the Wayfair scandal where you was buying furniture, but it was kids? That's forgotten. Let's talk about Diddy. And that's how easy it is to take advantage of our culture. That's how oppressed you are and how low you are on the nationalist totem pole and how you have no authority or leader in place to actually protect your interests like these other races do.
Right.
I watched Candace Owens have a discussion with a rabbi, and she asked him straight up, "Are you sad when Palestinian children died?" And this is a rabbi in a position of power in this nation, known. He wouldn't show any remorse, and he's not called a bad person. While calling her a bad person for showing remorse.
And misrepresenting her, lying.
I mean, we could just do the whole class of play that video with our picture small in the corner, and it'll be an entertaining class. Go watch that. All right. These people only care about their nation, and everybody else could die.
Yeah. They don't give a damn.
You could die.
Yeah.
A building could fall on you, and you could get hit in the face with a missile. We don't care about you. And I don't feel sad either. His rationale was the Hamas is forcing us to kill Palestinian children.
Yeah, that's what he said.
How? So basically, something can happen to you, and in your lust for revenge, you could destroy others. What if black people thought like that? Because a lot of police officers murder innocent children, but these classic anti-black arguments are designed to take that talking point away. Remember our video last week? Hebrew Israelites talking points are unstoppable. But no politician will adopt our talking points, so we claim them. We call them Hebrew Israelite talking points. Right. But they really should be nationalist talking points, minority nationalist talking points, blacks, natives, and Hispanic talking points. But nobody will adopt them or take them. What if we was like that? You ain't found that yet?
No, I'm still looking.
And the things I sent you?
Yeah, I'm still looking.
So we don't need to show it though. I can explain it. So we're going to talk about some of these classic anti-black arguments tonight and then get off here. We did y'all Q&A last week. I'm going to get you next week. Some people might quit the class because they're not going to get their Q&A, but if we got time, I'll try. We went overtime last week and brothers got families. Excuse me, a little indigestion. Brothers got families and we have responsibilities and we got camp tomorrow. So please be merciful if we don't have time tonight to take questions. Please. All right. Love your brother as yourself because we love y'all. Right. And that's really the whole point. The whole point is, why do classic anti-black arguments exist if the country is not anti-black and they're not racist? Where do these arguments come from? They don't exist for anybody else. The equivalent argument does not exist for the other side
at all.
Don't see it.
Never heard one.
Can't tell you one.
Recent news: a woman stabbed her man 108 times, and the judge saw humanity in her, and she does not do any jail time. The judge says you were in a weed-induced psychosis.
They created something. I ain't never heard that until this time.
That would mean that if I decided to hurt somebody and I was smoking weed, I should get away with no time because I was in a weed-induced psychosis. But you're not going to do that for me.
Guess the race of that woman.
Just guess the race of that woman. Guess the race.
Older news, young man in Idaho plays football with a mentally challenged teen who was the water boy and sodomized him with a hanger. And then bought boxing gloves to school and forced him to fight players. And he's mentally challenged. How hard do you think they was hitting him?
They was trying to embarrass them.
How many hits you think he got? When they made him put the gloves on, do you think he knew what to do? And when they put their gloves on, how hard do you think they was hitting him?
Without mercy.
Wait, we skipped something. They sodomized him with a hanger.
Can't skip that.
The judge said, I'm unwilling to ruin this young man's life because he made this mistake so early on. And that young child did not go to jail. And I call him a young child because I want to be able to say that about our kids. How old was he? 17 years old in high school.
And one. Don't forget, in even older news, maybe a year before that, white swimmer in a college team raped a little girl behind a dumpster. Guess what the judge gave the ruling as? I'm not willing to throw away this young man's life
and potential.
Career and potential.
So that means the judge look at the kid and see himself and see a human being. But is a 17-year-old black boy that, because of his environment, began to sell weed and he got caught and he had a gun on him and he was high when he got caught. That young child was in a weed-induced psychosis and his environment stressed him so much that he had role dysphoria. He didn't know that he was just a young child and began to do grown adult things and tried to make money for himself by becoming a drug dealer. And I'm not willing to ruin his life. So he should get off with no time.
You don't work like
Because he's just a young child with so much. Why are you not doing that for him?
Why not? How do you see that boy? How you see that young man?
Why are you not doing that for him? Because y'all are hypocrites. And the Bible already called you out. Go to the book of Isaiah. The Bible already called you out. Go to Isaiah 10:6. Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 10, and verse 6. When everyone on the call has it, say, come.
Bible already called you out. Read.
I will send him against a hypocritical nation.
Jump up.
O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger.
Come on.
And the staff in their hand is mine indignation.
The Most High uses other nations to destroy nations. He used the king of Babylon to destroy many nations.
Yep.
In this verse, he's going to use the Assyrian to destroy nations. Read.
I will send him against an hypocritical nation.
Come on.
And against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge.
Now we know that's Edom. Come on.
To take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
Most High going to do that again because this is a very hypocritical nation. Black people in this nation have to pretend like racism don't affect them mentally in order to be seen as well-adjusted. But if you're upset about racism that you've experienced in your lifetime or your family members have in the past that has trauma that has stayed with you, you're a victim and you're passing the buck too. And then a classic anti-Black argument will be used against you. I'm going to play. You say you had a preset. Let's do this now so I can get into it. Okay. I'm going to play a classic anti-Black argument right now by somebody that Candace Owens keep company with to prove that she's not hurt by the past and she's a powerful, free-thinking individual. But I'm going to say this. You have a Martin Luther King Day, and Martin Luther King taught against racism. You have movies about a man named Malcolm X. He taught against racism. Marcus Garvey taught against racism. Frederick Douglass taught against racism. When were we blocked from teaching against racism? What year was it? Because all of those guys was presented to us in school as the greats of our people. Who, and all of them taught against racism. What year did it become victimhood when you teach against racism and speak against it?
Right.
What year was that? Anybody ever asked that question before? It was a time the people you was putting in my face as great Blacks in history were people who taught against racism. But if you teach against racism now, you're a victim. What year was it when it became faux pas to teach against racism? Anybody?
Was it the same year it became was it the same year that it was classified as you're a hate monger for speaking against homosexuals? Because according to the LGBTQ community,
it's the same thing.
You're homophobic. So shouldn't they be called shouldn't they be called victims by calling that out? Quote unquote homophobia.
This is what I call an argument for equivalence. Now we're trying to make everything fair, but life not fair. But when we talk about how unfair life is, that's victimhood. We can't even talk about it. I can't keep it 1,000. This is not fair. Last hired, first fired. I'm qualified. When I show up, for some reason I'm not getting a job, but somebody unqualified is getting a job. Is it because you feel more comfortable working with them? And then when those truths come out on hidden camera or private conversation, Where's the apology for calling me a victim for saying that's probably why I didn't get this job?
It's crazy.
It's wild.
It's the reality that we live in. The black man has to be insane. You have to act like everything that's working against you is really not.
It's really, it's just not.
And it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And I just got to pull myself up by my bootstraps and figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the
America.
America.
No. Go ahead.
You know, the last time Americans felt like they were being injustice
When
Paul Revere was running down the street saying the British was coming.
Mm-hmm.
When they fought for their independence. That's what happened when an American felt like they were not treated fairly. They fought. They had wars.
Mm.
They had battles. They was in the streets lined up with muskets.
Mm.
Was the Boston Tea Party, were they victims?
Mm.
Did they have a victim mentality?
That's how America was brought up too.
We're not asking to make things fair. We're just pointing something out. Don't get it twisted. The Israelites, we know what this is.
Oh, we already know.
We're not hoping that our old enemy changes and becomes our buddy old pal.
Nah.
We know what y'all think and how y'all feel. We actually like you devils that just keep it 1,000.
Be real.
We know what game this is. We read the back of it.
You
read the back of the game.
You can call me N-word 70 times. I'm laughing. As long as you don't put your hands on me, I'm laughing.
Mm-hmm.
We going extracurricular out of our way not to interact with police because we know that y'all going to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
So we're not even giving you a chance to have power over us. Nope. Matter of fact, get that out the Apocrypha.
Hey, Salakia.
Go ahead.
Hey, Christ said that. Agree with that adversary quickly. We're not trying to talk and go back and forth with y'all and try to make it seem like, man, I wanted to be fair, so I'm gonna fight for this to be fair. No, we know what it is. We know what it is. It's all good.
Yeah, 9. No, that ain't what I want. I wanted this ain't my part of it.
Let's fall into his hands.
Yeah.
This book of Sirach.
Nah, I wanted he would take thy life away presently.
That's in 8.
Read it. No, it's not. It's 9 and 13, bro.
Yeah, I got it.
Come on, man. These guys, man, they get a black shirt and then they I don't want no. Come on, man. Come on, man. Give me Sirach 9 and 13. Read.
This book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 13. Keep thee far from the man that have power to kill.
They just blasted a nigga right by my house in College Park, Atlanta, yesterday on the news and showed his body on the ground all over Instagram like he wasn't even a human being. And the police handcuffed him and he was dead.
Bro was gone.
Empty the clips.
Don't move. They still saying don't move. And the lady behind the window like, he dead. Don't move. And then they knelt on him and put the cuffs like, he dead. He dead. And they didn't cover him and they left him there for hours. All day.
It was hot. It was hot yesterday too.
All day. We know that y'all gonna be like that. Like, we're not trying to say the right words for white people to go home and look in the mirror and go,
I gotta change.
I'm a monster.
I gotta change.
How I did them was so wrong.
You know, he put his hand on the mirror with the steam.
What if
He
I
fresh
become?
out the shower.
Like he gonna listen to Michael Jackson and have come to a
He
revelation.
started looking at his hands.
I become what I hated.
I'm a monster.
This is not me. Nah,
No,
we don't expect that.
No.
We actually expect a lot less from you.
We don't expect that.
We expect what we found out. That's what we expect.
What we see is what we expect.
We know what you're gonna do. So we avoid you in the first place.
Yeah.
We don't want to key in this restaurant at the counter and all that. We cordial because we're gentlemen. We're royal in our fashion.
We're civil.
So we're very royal and respectful. We're not crude. The Bible make a gentleman out of you. It makes you civilized.
Yeah.
But we don't want to kick it because we know that your iron rusteth.
We don't trust you.
And your wickedness rusteth like that iron.
We don't trust you.
We never trusted you. We never liked you.
Why should kings keep company with beasts?
Future been listening to the classic. I never liked you.
Never liked you.
Right?
Yeah.
We don't trust you.
We don't trust you.
Never trust thine enemy. Read this.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 9, verse 13. Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill.
I want to be over there. I don't want to be with you. Read.
So shalt thou not doubt the fear of death.
So I don't have to wonder, are you going to be one of them? I just stay away from you.
Yeah.
Stay away from your woman. All that.
All that.
For sure.
I'm good.
Yeah.
We want to be Israelites over here, like the Hasidics, like y'all let them do.
Yeah.
We want to do that.
Right.
Please keep your raisin potato salad on that side.
I don't want green bean casserole, dude.
I'm
I'm cool, man.
We don't want you
I'm
at the
cool.
cookout.
I'm cool. And you ain't washed that chicken, bro.
Yeah.
They just plop the raisins.
Or your legs. So
Follow.
don't come around.
We don't rock with you, man. And we waiting for the Most High to give us the call, man, and save us off here where we don't. Nobody gonna miss you. So what I'm saying is, the purpose of these anti-black talking points is to make you feel like a fool and to push you down even lower. Because if you're intelligent enough to make that talking point, that means you're intelligent enough to have emotional consideration for who you saying it to. Because you got emotional consideration for that 5-year-old that thinks he's a girl, but he's a little boy. And you got so much rhetoric and respect for his feelings. He's 5. He can't drink, but he could cut his rod off.
He knows
And you're going to argue for that.
Yes.
But don't, when a black person say, yo, I just don't like the way I'm being treated.
Here you go with the race card.
What? Why is it like that? Why? Why is it like that? It's like that because these are classic anti-black arguments. And the country is classically anti-black.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
It's the truth. The school system, the monetary system, the judicial system. So education, jobs, and justice is anti-black. Because it ain't anti-white. It's definitely not anti-white woman.
So,
How long Young Thug sitting before he even got? Don't you have a right to a speedy trial?
it's been like 2 years.
And that one way.
We forgot about him. Actually, they don't talk about him no more.
Forgot about Young Thug.
Young Thug just sitting. I'm not saying that he's not a criminal either, or he is one. I'm just saying y'all definitely clamping down on him. But what about the dude that work at Nickelodeon rotting these kids?
What's his name?
Dan
Snyder or something.
We know you know they doing that.
Yeah. Y'all nasty.
You're mad that it's the dude that was talking to Candace Owens said anti-Semitism is the hate that mutates.
Mutate.
Yeah,
Man,
it
say it was changing. He said change.
So the definition changes. The definition changes.
It's like the Zika virus.
Bars. That's what's hard. When he said that, I said,
That was
because that's a fire pro Jew talking point.
Yeah, that works for them.
Hey,
That was fire.
It changes over time.
Anti-Semitism is anything that I don't like.
At the moment, yeah.
anything that I feel that's against me.
If I feel
Hey.
anti-Semitic,
Hey,
I think it's
Hey.
anti-Semitic.
What'd you say?
hey,
That's
Hey.
anti-Semitic.
Bro,
hey, watch that.
what's that?
That's anti-Semitic. What is the equivalent word for black people of anti-Semitic? Because I want to use it. Because
definitely want to use it.
I personally think racism is the hate that mutates.
Yeah.
It goes from being in your face to behind the scenes, to in your face to behind the scenes,
From hyper aggressive to micro aggressive.
passive aggressive to just aggressive.
It just get like that in multiple forms.
Violent.
Hey,
racism.
Shalimar got the point. Shalimar gets it.
Watch it, buddy.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, that's anti-Semitic.
Man posted a link.
And what's crazy is they got to really face the mirror and go, is that dude talking right now anti-Semitic? What did he say that was anti? He just quoted the guy that said that's what anti-Semitism is and said it the way he said it. How can he be anti-Semitic for repeating him? So y'all got to look in the mirror and face that. And they can say, well, he's kind of making fun of it. That's the anti-Semitic part. Wait, I want to be like you.
Yeah,
I want my community protected on the level that yours is.
Yeah.
I would love nothing more than for the government to subsidize me, but militarily to protect myself from what I perceive as a threat.
Right.
What?
Like it says in your constitution.
Whoa!
By the way.
That's hey.
That's tough. That's top tier.
I'm getting really angry.
I
think I'm gonna go move. I think I'm gonna make a move.
Right.
And then I want to be backed.
Yeah.
Right? Because our people face atrocities that are explained away by classic anti-black arguments. Let's look at a classic anti-black argument. Let's watch how it goes.
We're destroying mythologies tonight.
And we're going to talk about it. Let me know if y'all can't hear.
13% of the population, yet they commit 55% of the murders. Why?
Because Black people tend to be in lower economic statuses.
So you think that poverty equals crime?
It's highly correlated. A lot of studies
this is where
on
we
that.
disagree. What an insult to the working poor of
So
this
why
country.
do you think Black people commit more
Well,
crime,
first
Charlie
of all,
Kirk?
what percentage of blacks have a father around when they're raised?
I'm not sure.
25%. 75% of Black youth are raised without a father in the home. 75%. It is the most predictable way to end up in prison, end up as a murderer or a criminal.
And why
It's
do
not a
you think that's
racism
a
problem.
problem?
It's not a white supremacy problem. It's a fact that Black fathers impregnate women and they don't stay around with the women
And
that they have
why-
impregnated. Is that a bigger problem or not a bigger problem than whiteness, white privilege, or white supremacy? How
They
can
should
you
all
blame?
be addressed, and they're all related.
This is not about systemic racism. Like, stop impregnating your women and abandoning them.
Well, the way to incentivize not impregnating women and abandoning them is increasing access to healthcare, into housing.
So we have spent $30 trillion on the social welfare system since 1965. So the more money we've spent on Black America, the less fathers we have, because Black women divorced Black men and married the government. Black people are...
He had a lot to say.
They don't like that.
Let it wash over you.
What reality setting?
This Edomite don't give a damn how you feel.
Nope.
He doesn't care why you don't have a Black father. I'm just going to point out that you don't have one.
Tyrone.
What statistic says that 75% of Black households do not have a father in them? What is that backed by? What is that backed by? What is that backed by? What statistic backs that the reason the father is not there is because he abandoned his kids, not because he died or went to war, or got cancer or terminal illness and passed away?
Right.
What? Or had heart disease, which affects the Black community. What part of that percentage takes that into account? And what are those numbers based on? And if you were a kind and nice and loving and accepting human, wouldn't you want to know that before you made a statement like that?
Right.
You're watching white people discuss Black people.
Yeah.
You're watching two white. There's no Black people present.
And they probably don't care, even if it was.
Another one of his talking points was, we spent $30 trillion on welfare, and we invested this money into the Black family. Wait, so all welfare was for Black people?
Wait, why was welfare created? Let's find that out.
Let's get that info. We know when affirmative action was created to help the white woman.
Come on, man.
And it did benefit her more than anybody, the white woman. But welfare, what percentage of those same people that we were talking about earlier, what percentage of those people is on welfare? They used Section 8 and welfare skillfully. Buy a whole building, make the building Section 8, but then don't go and get people from the Black community to fill that building. They put their family in the building. Section 8 pays all the rent, and they live luxurious in a building that Section 8 is sponsoring. But the way he spoke, Section 8 is for us.
Yeah.
Only
welfare
us.
is for us.
And we put 30 trillion in there just for Black people.
Read that out loud.
So this is by www.quora.com.
Speak loud.
This is by www.quora.com. This is the population by race of welfare recipients. 43% of welfare recipients are white. There are about 50 million welfare recipients, which equals 21,500,000 white welfare recipients. 25% of welfare recipients are Black.
So that 30 trillion didn't go solely to the Black community.
But
sir.
you spoke so confidently like that 30 trillion was a stimulus given to Black people, like it was a reparation.
Come on, man.
Get welfare.
Oh my God. How much of that 30 trillion went to the schools in impoverished neighborhoods to get them better textbooks, science classrooms, and facilities? Oh, that was a classic anti-Black talking point.
Very
was talking like the 30 trillion went solely to the
The
hood.
problem is not racial injustice and poverty or white supremacy. It's the fact that Black men get women pregnant and then leave.
That was very lazy.
That's lazy.
Very lazy.
That's lazy. That is lazy. I need the stats on that. Of what percentage of Black households are fatherless? Now, even though the curses said it would be that way, that number is skewed, right? He made that up. But it's hard to debate it because our social studies classes don't study these numbers and make sure that we know these metrics, because that's a real social study. What percentage of Black people don't have a father, and how does it affect you and how you integrate into society? That's a social study. Now we looking at George Washington and the damn the Louisiana Purchase and nonsense like that. That's the social studies y'all give us. I went to Catholic school. I had my pops and everything. All right. Black people in there, they got their fathers, right? Parents might be divorced, but they got their father. All right. I don't understand that talking point. Okay. I'm a Black father. Wait a minute. These guys are Black fathers
literally
in their children's lives. His brother just sent me a picture of him and his Black father, and I know his father. What percentage of people in this room, what are you doing when you say these things? These are classic anti-Black talking points, man. Okay. The Bible says something about them. Go to Psalm 73. Bible says something about people like this. Shout out to my son for clipping this, because he's the only rapper that seems to be preoccupied with making you focus on these things. Right? Give me Psalm 73 and go to verse 5.
It's book of Psalms, chapter, well, on the call, say calm when you got it.
Go ahead.
Khan, this is book of Psalms, chapter 73 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
See, Esau is not in trouble like other men. I'm in trouble. I have to figure out how to make money in this society, avoid death in jail, avoid homicide by my own people who are misguided and under the curses, and avoid the poison that they feed you while avoiding being canceled for being stern on what I believe is my culture.
Right.
So I got my hands full with everything I need to do to get by, to make it out of here. Right? Esau doesn't have his hands full with that. Esau will complain and say the white male is invisible. The straight white male is invisible. No one cares about him. No, is you lame as hell.
Right.
Try being Elam for a day. That dude is lame.
God.
His woman hates him.
His woman despises him.
I can't fix your swag. Y'all flat booty nigga, that's you. Y'all dry.
Flip flops with jeans.
Okay, you try to spice it up by emulating us. That's how you try to spice it up. But if I had your opportunity, the man that I am, with your opportunity, sky's the limit. Because there's a lot of battles that I wouldn't have to fight. There's a lot of hurdles that I wouldn't have to jump over. But all your talking points are about arguing that the hurdles don't exist, even though I'm jumping over them. Exactly. Every time I jump over the hurdle, you try to tell me I didn't even need to jump because that wasn't there. And it's like, but if I don't jump, I fall. That's the best analogy I got for these anti-black arguments. Because really what they're designed to do is hurt your feelings, get you emotional so that they can mock you. Nobody cares about what you went through, and nobody cares about your past. You're going to spend the rest of your life watching the Jewish man's past be brought up and justify everything he does into his future while you can't do that.
Yep.
Even though yours was horrific and inhumane and absolutely brutal.
And continues today.
Absolutely brutal. Yep. But no one feels sorry for you. That was a long time ago. Even though I'm not going to say certain things because YouTube is going to protect that community, not mine. And I know, see, I just jumped the hurdle. But you're going to tell me that hurdle what? I want to criticize that community on their social bias in comparison to mine.
Right.
But you know that'll get our channel removed. Tell me that hurdle is not there.
Yeah, everyone can say black community, black.
Look how he talks about black people.
Yeah, it's saying so freely open. I'm getting 3 different numbers for the statistic. That's 67.
And the statistics are based upon who's filling out the census and the forms. Yeah. So I decided to let the FBI give me the numbers. If the conversation is crime, let's understand some crime numbers. Right? Check this out, y'all. Y'all really gonna like this. Y'all really gonna like this. This is FBI table 43. Yo, learn that. FBI table 43. Everybody can see this? If you want to call, we're going to say the numbers. You're going to hear it. We did the math already. We did the math. This is FBI table 43A. What is this table talking about? Total arrests and distribution. Total arrests and distribution. So they got white, black, American, Native, Asian, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander. Then they got Hispanic, not Hispanic, or Latino. Hold up, I got to troll for a minute. Esau. We're going to be real about these numbers. On a Hebrew Israelite class where we're supposed to teach the Bible, I know it's some black Christians saying, what y'all talking about this for? Way to lower that.
Where God come in?
Why y'all talking about these numbers getting to the Bible?
Where's God? Because he want to be friends with you.
That's what that's about.
He want you to look at him and go,
that's a good.
That's my ally.
Yeah, it's a good one.
But Donald Trump had Negroes like that.
Yes, he did.
Yep. What did Donald Trump prove to do? He sided with the racists.
Of course.
And then when you called him out for siding with the racists, you got called racist. He said, not everybody that remember people showed up with khakis and torches and ran niggas over. in a car. Dude flew in the air. That happened.
Those are good Americans. Those are good people.
Yo, people ran down on DC.
Yeah.
We forgot about that.
I totally forgot.
Ran up in there.
Hurt
White House.
and was hurting people.
And had what is it called?
A hanging man.
Yeah, a hanging man ready.
They commandeered the government buildings in Seattle. None of that was black people. You couldn't even find a Negro. And the Negroes that's trying to be blacks and niggas for Trump, they knew better than to go to that rally. With the black people that are niggas for Trump decided to raid the Capitol building with an AK-47, would they still be alive?
No.
My
God.
Only the black people.
Yeah, just straight.
Oh my goodness.
Just only the black Trump
If
supporters.
all the black Trump supporters got together and ran down on DC,
Black and Hispanics.
would they still be alive?
And they were beating up cops.
Cops were running from that.
Nobody's gonna answer that question because you can't. And that's why we do these classes, and that's why we the Sons of Thunder Israelites.
That's right.
Total arrests. 4 million white people, 730,000 arrested.
I agree.
No, charged. Excuse me. For murder and non-negligent manslaughter, out of that 4 million, 3,650 of them did that. That's a small number compared to 4.7 million. 1,815,000 black people. Murder, non-negligent manslaughter, 4,000. Percent distribution, 45% white, 51% black. This is the talking point. Black people are committing more murders and manslaughter per capita than white people. That's the argument. If the argument wasn't clever, they wouldn't be making it. It is a clever argument. Percent distribution, 51% versus 45.8. Of all the murders and non-negligent manslaughters, 51% of those is done by black people. 45% is done by white people, but it's 3 million more white people, and I'm rounding up. So this is crazy. So what they saying is, if it was more y'all, if it was the same amount of y'all as us, y'all would do even more murders.
That's literally what they're saying.
That's the talking point.
Racist.
That's racist as hell.
Racist.
Because that means that you niggas are murderers.
You're born murderers.
Not that 4,000 people are murderers. Y'all are murderers. And that's the talking point. So if I increase y'all, it's going to be more murderers because it's math.
Because the numbers say it.
Because the numbers.
Think about how many of you out of a group is potentially a murderer.
That's the numbers.
Yo,
I want to do that. I want to play like that.
Yeah.
I want to keep them rules like that.
Let's play that game.
Let's play ball.
Let's do that. Let's play ball.
I got to make this chart bigger because, Jake, you don't really care.
Y'all ain't seeing it.
I got to make this chart bigger.
Yeah. Y'all need to pay attention to this for real.
Now,
Understand this.
There are 16,600 rape charges. 11,500 of them charges is white people.
Right? Naturally.
4,400 of those charges is black people. Of all the rapists, 70% of y'all is white people and 26% is black people, of all the people that just happen to be rapists.
That's what the numbers say.
That's what the numbers say.
And what you're going to say is the numbers are like that because there's more of us.
How is it that?
Yo!
That's crazy. Yo, that's wild.
Y'all some rapies.
Rapers.
Y'all some rapies. YouTube gonna punish us like they did Sakari because they violated our bros and took their channel that they worked hard on. And this type of lesson, but if we was a different community making these same talking points about the black community,
oh yeah, we go viral.
Would they take our channel down?
Nope.
I like to make people look in the mirror and think. And some of y'all looking in the mirror and going, so what? I don't care. I hate you. And that's the truth. There it is.
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
That's what we've been trying to say.
This is the game.
You don't love us or care about us. Stop pretending like you do while saying things that are designed to emotionally and mentally destroy us.
Right.
And because everybody's not as emotionally and mentally tough as the Israelites are, they don't know how to receive the message you're giving them, and they spiral into depression. You don't care about that because that's not your community. Look at the robberies. It's 56,000 people charged with robbery. 25,000 is white people. 30,000 is black people, but it's 3 million more white people. So you're going to say, we only do 44% of the robbery, and you do 52% of the robbery, but it's less of y'all. Y'all committing all the crimes.
That's so sad.
No, we committing 52% of the crime, and y'all doing the other 44%.
Right.
And everybody else is making it. But what you trying to say is if it was more of y'all, y'all would do even more robberies. But this cuts the classic anti-black argument. If I'm poor, I'm definitely going to steal because I don't have anything. What is your excuse?
Yeah, rapey.
What percentage of the white community is poor versus how many whites? What percentage of the black community is poor versus how many blacks? You don't care about that.
It don't matter.
So
the numbers.
What we should be able to say is, well, if the white population grew, then that means there's going to be more rapists and more burglars. We should be able to say that.
Rapey. I'm scared of you. Hey, that's what y'all doing in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's what y'all doing in them islands.
Yep.
Your bohemian family. Yo, now look. Let's go to aggravated assault. Out of 274,000 people charged with aggravated assault, 170,000 of them are white, and 91,000 of them are black. So white people commit 61% of all aggravated assaults.
Wow.
And we do 33%. But wait, if this stat here with the murder and negligent manslaughter spoke to the temperament and nature of black people, how come we not doing all the aggravated assaults?
Right.
Makes sense.
Because y'all are beating your wives' brains out.
Yeah. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Because that's what's inflating that number, because you and an inordinate amount are domestic violence against your wives.
Newsflash, buddy.
Newsflash,
pal. You're domestic.
Susan, this meatloaf is cold.
Why is this liver room temperature?
What? It's true. And that number does not reflect the equality of the murder number. Why is our murder rate and robbery rate so high, but we're not really assaulting each other like that? Wait. The next one, out of 118,000 people charged with burglary, 81,000 of y'all is white and 34,000 is black. Y'all commit 68% of the burglaries and we do 28%. But so we just robbing niggas because we starving, but you're a burglar. You're a thief.
That's what you're a career thief.
You're a corporate with it.
Yeah.
So that means if it was more y'all, we all gonna get fleeced.
Yeah. Everybody's getting
because this stat says that white people are an inordinate amount of burglars. I don't want you to come in and go, wait, but there's 3 million more people. I don't want to hear that.
I don't want to hear that.
The facts remain that y'all do 68% of the burglaries.
And it would just rise.
It would just rise the more
of you are born, by the day.
Why can't we discuss this like that?
Rapey.
Change the rules, and then the way you change the rules, I'm gonna follow it that way.
Yeah.
Because I'm arguing this the way Shapiro just did. I think that's his name.
Yeah,
bro.
We cooking right now with FBI stats. Look at this.
Cutting y'all.
Let's look at this.
FBI stats.
This is your federal bureau of investigation, by the way.
Larceny and theft. Out of 590,000 people, 400,000 of y'all are white people. 180,000 are black. Y'all commit 66% of the larceny.
Wow.
Motor vehicle theft. Oh, we're just car thieves, man.
Oh, lock your doors.
That's what we do.
Wait, let's see.
We carjack people. Out of 57,000 motor vehicle thefts, 38,000 is white people.
Damn.
16,000 is black. Y'all do 67% of motor vehicle theft, but you got me believing that we the car thieves. Y'all are advanced.
Yeah.
Lock my doors around you.
I feel very afraid.
I'm scared.
No, those numbers would be equal if there was equal amount of black people. Wait, if that's true, that means that all of these numbers, but you're 2/3 us with this.
Yeah.
We still won't catch you with the raping.
Still won't. And y'all still gonna have babies. And y'all still gonna have.
We still not gonna catch you with the burglary and the aggravated assault. What are you talking about?
Y'all are still gonna have it grow in population, so your numbers are gonna increase.
Somebody gonna do this math and say no, but the point remains. Arson. Y'all burnest out of 6,000 cases, 4,000 are white people. 1,500 is black. Y'all do 70% of the arson. Y'all just lighting matches.
Oh my God.
But remember, this stats is presented to us only from the murder and non-negligent manslaughter only.
Yeah.
And now black people do 51% of the crime.
That's it. That's all they. That's crazy.
What percent of the crime do y'all do overall? Overall. Oh, it's because there's more of us. But then it don't need, maybe it needs to be less.
Yes. Maybe.
Crime will go down.
Maybe.
Crime rates would drop.
Isn't that your argument for us?
Now you're gonna have to argue for the poverty.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's out of the percentage of black people that are doing these crimes, what percentage of these people are in poverty? What? He didn't want to acknowledge it.
He didn't want to do that.
It was about we have sex with women and we don't stay. You can stay in poverty, just stay with your kids so the kid in poverty that got his dad is not gonna do the negligent manslaughter or the robbery.
Right.
He's just gonna be JJ from Good Times.
Yeah.
That's how we like you niggas. Come on, man. Who y'all talking to? Violent crime. Out of 300,555 people, 200,000 of y'all committed the violent crimes. 130,000 of them were black. Y'all do 60% of violent crime.
How vague is violent crime?
I just know y'all do 60% of it.
Right.
We're gonna go through this list. It's almost over.
They wanted to be over now.
They wanted to be over now. And they got a valedictorian at math projecting numbers to prove counterpoints so that they can continue to carry these racist arguments when the reality is that y'all do more crime. I don't care that it's more of you.
Yeah. Do a lot more.
Y'all do more crime. I don't care that it's more of you. The reality is y'all do more crime. And if it was more of you, you would do more crime. So the way that you're trying to argue this works against you.
Yeah.
That's literally what you're saying about us.
Property crime. 775,000 people violating property. 517,000 of them is white people. 231,000 is black. Like that Eve that just beat dude's car windows in. 66% of y'all do the property crime. 64% of y'all do the other assault, lopsided. 67% of y'all are doing the forgery and counterfeiting. But I thought we was the scammers. Y'all the expert scammers. 66% of y'all is doing the fraud. 60% of y'all is doing the embezzlement. 61% of y'all are fencing, buying stolen and received property with your racketeering. 70% of y'all is doing the vandalism because y'all writing nigga on everything.
Oh, but I thought we was the thugs going.
I thought we had the graffiti
breaking windows.
It's you.
It's you. You're harming businesses.
Weapon carrying and possession. 55% versus 41%. Now, the crazy thing is easier for y'all to get a weapon being white people. Since black people are supposed to be harder because we criminals.
We all have a felony.
And you can see it's very easy for them to get weapons because a 13-year-old can walk into a school with a MAC-10
and shoot up the whole classroom.
Yeah.
And we already know the numbers on that.
We don't have to do it.
Oh, that's next.
Oh, we got that.
We got that.
I forgot.
But yo, prostitution. 50% of y'all is doing prostitution versus 42% out of 20,000 charged. Prostitution speaks to poverty.
The oldest profession.
Prostitution speaks to poverty. You saw that small mouse appear there? You didn't see that?
I did see that.
How could it do that if I'm on this screen?
That's strange.
That was odd.
They're watching along with us.
The mouse, that was odd. Sex offenses. 74% versus 20. Y'all's rapey.
Yeah.
Y'all some scary ass. Y'all
Animals.
nasty. Just nasty bastards.
Yeah. Cave beasts.
Weirdos.
Drug abuse violations. Y'all all fiend out. 71 versus 26, but we the drug dealers.
Right.
We destroying our community with drugs. We get it from you. Y'all are the ultimate fiend. Gambling, y'all degenerates.
Yeah. Yep.
Offenses against family and children.
Wow.
65 to 28.
Wow.
Driving under the influence, y'all killing everybody.
Drunk driving.
80 to 14.
That's a danger to the community.
If you add 3 more million black people, it is not going to match that number
at all.
If you add 3 more million of them, the number go even
It's gonna
higher.
go higher.
The way that y'all doing it.
Yep. By y'all own logic.
The way that y'all doing it. Liquor laws, 77 to 15%.
Wow.
But I thought we do 51% of the crime. That's how y'all like to discuss it.
They like to say it like that.
So y'all the ones drinking 40s all day.
That's how y'all like to discuss. And then, you know, they got the disclaimer, right? The ethnicities represent those that the agencies provided. Not all agencies provided ethnicity data. Race and ethnicity data totals will not equal. So now we don't even know if these numbers is right.
Yep.
But you're using these numbers for your classic anti-black talking point.
Yep.
That's why you come to Friday class. We go in, we talk about the thing.
We're gonna observe it.
Clubhouse is dead. We can't even talk about the thing on Clubhouse. Y'all are ruining the app of Clubhouse. But on Friday class, we're gonna talk about the thing.
Hashtag the thing.
Disorderly conduct.
Drunkenness, 75% versus 14. Add 3 more million black people is not catching this.
Yep.
Disorderly conduct, y'all some disorderly bastards. Vagrancy, y'all just in the streets.
Just out.
All other offenses, 70 to 26. Suspicious ass niggas, 76 to 20.
Weird.
That nigga's suspicious as hell.
But Trayvon Martin is suspicious.
But we always fit the description. But y'all some suspicious motherfuckers. Excuse my language,
Oh,
y'all.
Y'all fit the description a lot.
And y'all loiter everywhere. Get off my streets, man.
Hey, come on. You got people
Just thugs.
People just ready to just
Super
body
predators.
If we didn't do that breakdown, no news outlet is gonna do it for you.
No.
Nobody's gonna cover that.
Come on, dog.
Y'all suspicious, man.
Y'all some suspicious.
Suspicious.
Yo,
Untrustworthy.
y'all some suspicious devils, man.
Yo,
Oh my God.
it's the reason why y'all suspicious too, man.
Super predators.
We'll get to the
Because y'all always doing something. Y'all rapey.
Yeah. Rapey vibes.
I'm not safe. I might get murdered by a black person. No, the numbers of the murder for black people is black people killing other black people.
Mm-hmm.
Black people not going into white communities, just terrorizing white people,
No.
just gunning them down.
No.
But the moment they do, it makes front page news.
Oh yeah.
But the usual is black people killing other black people, right? And which is a classic anti-black talking
That's a
point
staple
that you
argument.
use against us. But you didn't point that out
Mm-mm.
when you was making that argument with that white woman. Like, well,
you didn't
yeah, black people commit more to crime and they ain't got no fathers. Stereotype. But the truth is they're killing each other. It's not like they're a threat to me when I say that. But if we make all things equal, white people commit a lot of crime and we rapey and we some suspicious bastards. But
listen, y'all asking the wrong questions. Y'all should be asking these questions. Why do they have these type of numbers up?
Yeah.
Are these numbers realistic?
the FBI just said the numbers ain't equal. So it's just who we reported, and all agencies don't provide ethnic data as an estimate.
So y'all might be missing people on that list.
Or it might be even worse.
Even worse.
Bigger gap between.
That's how you crush a classic anti-black talking point about black people disproportionately commit more crime. No, we don't. Overall, it's proportionate.
Yeah.
3 million more yards doing way more crime.
Yeah.
You just pointed out one section of that area of crime where is really, that's the thing. Why are black people killing each other like that? It's the curses. They don't have their culture, and you're not making it readily available. White people are supposed to hold our hand and go, what do Hebrew Israelites teach? That we got to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of God. Oh, that's going to make black people behave completely differently. Go, I'll help you. But they don't do that because we don't want to be with you. And that's why. Let's talk about the school shooters.
They don't want to talk about that.
Let's talk about them.
Let's talk about that.
Because I care about my children and their education and their safety while receiving education, right? That should be a topic of every community. But see what their kids are doing.
The number of mass shootings in the United States between 1982 and 2023 by race and ethnicity. Well,
if it ain't. Don't you ever. Listen, don't you ever mention anything about numbers again.
I'm afraid of y'all because the violence that black people are committing that you point as your talking point is them doing it to each other.
Yeah.
But this is indiscriminate, out in the open. Everybody could get it violence. And y'all do 80% of that.
Wow.
Damn, terrorists.
It's safe around y'all.
That's just some suspicious.
So you're either gonna kill me or rape me.
Damn, bro.
YouTube, come on. YouTube, come on.
Is the statistics not saying it?
I'm not saying it. And if another community was, I watched that interview with Rabbi Shmuley and all of them, it's still up. The things that he was saying, y'all ain't taking them videos down.
No.
Come on. Let us talk too. We know it's your platform, YouTube. We know. I'm hurt what they did to Sakari.
Yeah.
Why they do that?
And
then I talked to the Adawan. He said they didn't even tell him what usually they give you a display that says this is what you did, like how we can find the strikes we get. But he said they didn't even tell me. Just ate the channel and didn't listen to my appeal. No response.
Wow.
Because they seen them brothers doing the work, man, making a big change in our community, and they sabotaged it.
Yep.
But if it be of God, you can't destroy it. That's why they have 400 men out there last week.
Yeah.
And they're going to be right back to where they was in no time. And y'all going to still be 80% of the mass shooters.
Yeah.
Right.
What is wrong with y'all?
Damn, shooting movie.
I want to homeschool my son because I'm afraid of your kid.
Yeah.
Because you didn't discipline him, just like Gus in the video before class. No discipline, and he acts out and he can't control his emotions. And some of those guys don't become shooters, they become managers and upper management. And now that guy is in charge of my corporate career, and he's never been told no, and he doesn't have any emotional control, and he ruins my life, and he's racist.
Or a producer on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, he's rapey and
I mean, come on, bro. Come on. You see it.
Salakia, they act like this. Like we had what's that man name? Jerry Jones or Jim Jones?
The owner of the football team.
Owner of the football team.
That's Jerry Jones.
So Jerry Jones, and then I don't know if y'all remember. It's a video of a neighborhood getting integrated, and they're stopping the black girls, pushing them down.
Oh, yeah.
And the whole mob is chasing them.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now, if
he's in that picture,
now if
and he was defended by black people.
you see what I'm saying? So now, if we're talking about if all of those people change, then we can speak how we speak it today. But nobody's taking account of those people not changing. Now, if those people don't change through these times, where do they go? Do they disappear?
No,
they exist.
They're gonna exist in your community as your bank teller, as your loan officer, as your police officer. They don't disappear. Those people just don't poof into existence because you don't see open segregation. Them people are still in your community today, but nobody takes that into account at all.
Y'all understand?
Like them kids that's chasing them kids grew up.
Yeah.
They was chasing black people, chasing black.
Well, why don't you make your own community? We did.
We did. You bombed it.
And you bombed it.
Now, is that considered an act of terrorism? Because that was done on U.S. soil by United States citizens.
That was a long time ago. You living in the past, victim.
Oh.
Maybe I should storm the White House. Like you did.
And y'all should get over it too.
So we just put things in your face. Like what's crazy is the foul. I know you got a foul on us, Esau, and it's like those guys are well adjusted and they really believe their religion and they're sincere to that. They're not actually a violent or dangerous threat, or they're mentally stable, those gentlemen. I know you know that in your boardroom, right? But we still gotta paint them as domestic terrorists, psychopaths, and make sure they're considered a hate group. Why? Because we teach our people to love one another and to get the hell away from you and stop idolizing you and worshiping you, so that they can have the things that you're mocking them for not having. Because once we realize that the plumber in your neighborhood should be rich, and there should be a dude in your neighborhood that makes jeans and sneakers, and he should be rich. And all the kids in the neighborhood that are into fashion should work for him. And the mechanic in your neighborhood should be, I'm talking about neighborhood, should be rich. And all the young men who seek a trade should work for him as his subordinates. And then the grocery store should be owned by somebody of your people. And everybody's kids should work in that grocery store. And the produce should be from us. And the farmers that remember the farmer that they was purposely blocking his farm and attacking him, and he called police, like, help me. They come in here with guns. They're burning my crops, and nobody helped him. But he should be our distributor.
And we protect him.
And we should have our own police, just like the Hasidics do, and our own hospitals,
your own caretakers for the elderly.
And we should own the building and then make it Section 8 and let our people live in it.
Community.
But y'all not gonna let us make those moves. Victim! He said we won't. Who's stopping you? What's stopping us is you're in our way. And
you're in the way.
You're in the way. Right? You're in the way.
You won't let us put new pipes in Flint, Michigan.
Our basketball players wanted to do that.
You're gonna let us build an entire community?
They wanted to do that. Young Thug had all this land and was about to sell it, and Yeezy was gonna build a store. And I'm like, go to jail. Go directly to jail.
Go to jail.
The hell you think you're doing?
What
do you think you're doing?
That's crazy.
Was it Bill Cosby about to buy a TV network?
Go directly to jail. And Puffy sued DeLeon and Ciroc, which he no longer owns. And he was just forced to sell Revolt.
Oh yeah.
Go to jail.
And take your ass to jail. And 50, I'm looking at 50 like, how you avoiding this? Jigga, how you avoiding this? They do this to everybody. They got Puff.
Right.
Of course, I'm not wishing evil on any of those brothers. It's just the reality of the world that we live in. We're discussing it tonight on Sabbath Class because we keep it real here. That's the reason to come to Sabbath Class. We're going to tell you straight.
That's right.
Go ahead.
The statistics point to the so-called white man being a domestic terrorist, right? But what would happen if the Israelites was to storm the Capitol?
No, we're all terrorists.
But they have no evidence. There is no statistics.
And there would be a military movement to remove us.
If we basing it off numbers, what numbers do they have of Hebrew Israelite being a terrorist group?
0%.
But if we storm the Capitol, we'll all get shot. They will kill us all.
Yeah.
But would they have no security in the schools for a white men? They don't ban all white males from entering into the school business because 80% of y'all are going to kill people.
I mean, y'all don't want to hear this, but a quick way to get over what he's talking about is through our celebrities.
Facts.
And that's a thing, because our music is rap. That's ours. But what is rap? Rap is degenerate. And it's not owned by us either. But why we need them? You telling me there's no all black record label where all the black artists are signed to it because it's all black? No, because we're going to get that bag from Capitol. We're going to get that bag from Atlantic, from Def Jam. Def Jam just got sold. We're going to get that money from Universal. But then it's like, all right, so we can have a label, but for the distribution, we got to go to the so-called white man. But we don't have a distributor yet. We got billionaires out here. Of course he wants to be a distributor. That's a no-brainer. But we don't have it. And what I'm saying is, these are the things that our sports athletes, it's like it. I always give this example. When the dude that owned the Clippers came out as racist, Donald Sterling, the basketball players threw their jerseys on the ground as a protest. But what they didn't do is not play.
Right. I remember saying that.
Like, yo, I'm not playing here because this stadium is owned by a racist devil, and we just gonna play somewhere else. F him. He ain't getting no ticket sales off my back because he's gonna get paid tonight if I play.
Right.
Because people gonna come and he's gonna get paid. Nobody did that. They threw their jersey on the ground, and the white man just laughing like, okay. But get your ass.
Get on that.
You better.
Field.
You better. Don't you ever.
Don't you ever.
You better dunk that ball, boy.
All right, take your knee.
And like 2 minutes into the first quarter, they forgot why they was mad.
Exactly.
And there was no media coverage. There was no interviews and exposés done by the players about how they felt about that and how it affected them and how they're all black players coming from different backgrounds. And the NBA, how does the NBA represent the interests of their community? None of that. It's because our millionaires don't want to endanger the bag. And that is the difference between you and the people that's running this thing.
They see you like children.
Yeah, y'all are not for real. So, you know, you niggas better never give us money.
You better not ever.
You better not ever.
You better not ever.
We work off donations, but if we stumble into some, bro, you know what we're gonna do for y'all, for our people?
For our people. Look, that's the thing. That's what makes us quote unquote dangerous. We don't care.
They gonna bomb us. That's trauma for him. It's funny, but you gotta laugh, not to cry. That's he mean that. Like, damn, they got probably try to burn it down. Didn't Javante Davis just buy a block out in Baltimore, and then the next day it burned down?
Why?
Who did that?
Who did that?
Why'd that happen?
It probably was a white dude, because y'all do most of the arson.
Oh!
You like that? You like that? You like that?
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah. More than likely it was you.
More than likely it was y'all.
Hey, statistically, y'all do the arson. They do the arson. They do it.
Come on, man. Shout out to Nasaya TV, man. He got his own app. Shout out to him.
Nasaya TV, man.
Yeah.
That's what makes us dangerous. The fact that we care about our people.
Nasaya got to put Pillars of Rest on his app.
Oh yeah.
Let's tap in with that, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now, let's move to the next thing. Classic anti-black argument, which denies the atrocity of the worst human trafficking event of all time, which is the transatlantic slave trade, which is why we over here in this rusty place that you tell us we should be happy to be at. Because if we wasn't here, we'd be swinging from trees. Ain't that your argument? Classic anti-black argument. And it revolves, KT Sports Take is on it. And it revolves around step one. Don't complain about slavery because y'all sold your own people. Wait. Don't complain about slavery because y'all sold y'all own people. What you mean by that?
What are you saying by that statement?
So all black people are the same race.
That's what you said.
Wow.
If that's the case, don't complain about the H cost because y'all was killing y'all own people.
Ooh, but didn't Whoopi get canceled for saying that?
What? Why? That's a horrible anti-black argument. Y'all sold your own people because it shows ignorance and the rationale and stereotype that all dark-skinned people are the same nation. And if that is the case, then all white people are the same nation.
Yeah.
And there's no reason to send money to Ukraine because that's white people killing their own people.
World War II was just white on white violence.
The Civil War
was white people killing their own people.
Hey,
I mean, you guys,
the Revolutionary War was white people killing their own people.
So why are we mad?
Stalin. I mean, why? That's white on white violence.
Why is there a world war and why are black people going to fight when white people are killing their own people?
I think you guys should worry about putting down the guns in your community first. That's what I think you should do.
That is a pathetic talking point.
Come on, man.
There are 57 countries in Africa, and those people are all different nations.
Many languages and cultures.
The same reason why a Roman or a Grecian is not the same as a Russian, which is not the same as a Czechoslovakian, is not the same as a Swedish man.
Or Irish man.
Or a Jewish man is not the same. A Jewish man, you don't even say we're white. They won't say it.
But you're from Poland.
They won't say that.
And you're not German.
We're not white, we're Jewish. Ain't that how you rationalize that? So what I'm saying is, if that's the case, then you have to rationalize it the same for us.
Yeah. But why don't you? It's the question.
Because y'all racist.
That is no secret. We know.
We know. And we're not emotional about it.
No.
That's just a garbage anti-black talking point that should be thrown out. Nobody should ever say you sold your own people into slavery. What I'm gonna sell my sister and put her on a boat to never see her again for a musket gun and wine.
You must be out of your mind, bro.
I'm not gonna do that.
Come on, bro.
Those nations know the difference between themselves.
Exactly.
The sub-Saharan slave trade, right? The Ottoman Empire. Okay. Greco-Roman human trafficking was amazing. You was putting people in a gladiator pit and they was getting eaten alive by lions. That was human trafficking. That was slavery.
Yeah.
Let's abandon that talking point. That's weak. And here's another weak one. White people were slaves too. That's a classic anti-black talking point.
White people were slaves too.
White people were slaves too.
My Irish ancestors. Like, bro, come on, bro.
We served in slavery.
Your Irish ancestors did not experience chattel slavery.
No.
They experienced something called indentured servitude, as did all the other whites coming from Britain and the European nations, Portugal and Spain, who were slave drivers. Indentured servitude is the ability to be poor but get out of it by working for someone for a certain period of time. Or you go to jail and you got to earn your way out of jail because you bankrupt. Now, after you've paid your dues, you're free.
You get something.
What part of free was chattel slavery? My children was born and they was yours.
I don't think you understand this, boy. You're free.
Free. Yeah, when they Emancipation Proclamation, niggas stayed slaves. You wouldn't even tell everybody. So that's laughable, man. When it comes to the Irish, man, I'm gonna read something for you. Indentured servitude came. This is from history.com, right? The History Channel's website. But indentured servitude came nowhere close to chattel slavery. For one thing, it was temporary. All but the most serious felons were freed at the end of their contracts. The colonial system also offered lenient punishments for disobedient servants than enslaved people.
Wow.
And allowed servants to petition for early release if their masters mistreated them. Most importantly, servitude wasn't hereditary. Children of indentured servants were born free. Slaves' children were the property of their owners.
Did it say felons?
Yeah.
So people who committed crimes became indentured servants.
And was treated better than slaves.
So
who bet you better not.
You better
Don't
not.
you ever.
Don't you ever. Oh my goodness. So y'all was doing the same crimes back then that y'all doing now.
Arson.
And y'all were becoming indentured servants.
Suspicious.
Wow. Suspicious. That's crazy. We were made cattle just by being black.
Just by blood.
Wow.
I don't want to hear that Irish argument.
Yeah, we don't hear it. Weren't they given 40 acres in a musket?
I don't know, bro. I'm still waiting for. I'm not waiting for anything. I'm
I ain't
waiting for.
waiting
I'm
on
waiting for you, Howard Shine.
That's right.
How about that?
This is insanity. Because after a major like oppression like that, the governments would find out a way to restore the people that were done wrong, like the Japanese internment camps.
Oh yeah,
right. They got a reparation for that. The Jewish man, he got reparations for the Holocaust.
Oh yeah. The Asian man.
Hiroshima and Nagasaki got reparations for that.
The Asian man just got reparations
and a bill passed
2 years ago because an Asian woman was shot in the salon.
COVID-19.
In a mass shooting that was done by
a white man.
Yeah.
White people.
Now, myth number 3 on this website is another classic anti-black argument. And it's the argument that stop complaining about slavery because only a few whites own slaves anyway.
Yes.
See that talking point?
Oh my God, yo.
I've heard that.
Y'all got a response for everything except for the people that came from Auschwitz. Whatever they say, it happened.
It happened. Hey, don't you disrespect them. That's anti-Semitic.
That's the hate that mutate.
60 million of us.
Aren't I showing you the mutation of a hate for black people? How over time their arguments develop to justify violence against our people?
Yeah.
Isn't anti-black rhetoric the hate that mutates? I just need a word as strong as anti-Semitic to describe it.
We just need some in the chat, man. In the chat.
We're gonna coin it and figure it out.
Y'all brainstorm.
We'll get it.
Check this out. It says the idea that a vast majority of Confederate soldiers were poor men rather than plantation owners is used to reinforce the idea that the South wouldn't have gone to war to keep slavery. Meaning the South went to war for other things. All of them people didn't own slaves. They didn't give a damn about slaves. You making like all of us were slave owners. Pick up your bootstraps, boy.
That's wow.
But check this out. James Bowie and Rebecca Onion point out in Slate magazine, the percentages don't express the extent to which the antebellum South was built on a foundation of slavery. Many white families who couldn't afford slaves aspired to own them. It was a symbol of wealth and prosperity. In addition, the ideology that white supremacy served as a rationale for slavery made it difficult and terrifying for Southerners to imagine a life alongside a black majority population that was not in bondage. Verbose language for propaganda was put in place by Southern whites to create the ideology that there would be no white supremacy if blacks were free around them. So they wanted white supremacy and they went to war for it. In this way, many Confederates who didn't have slaves went to war not only to protect slavery, but to preserve it, because that's the only life that they know. It's history.com.
They was grounded to get a slave.
That's a trash talking point.
Damn. So percentage of people that are slave owners. That should have been the next. That should have been the next percentile on that list.
Right. I'm gonna get the last one, and then we're gonna talk a little bit, kick some doctrine. The last classic anti-black argument is that Black people own slaves too.
Here we go with this.
Oh my God.
Hey, you got us.
It got me there.
Oh, good point. You guys own slaves too.
I'm shaking.
If I can justify slavery by saying there was a black slave owner, what else can I do?
The possibilities are endless. Just
If
know that.
I could justify slavery by saying there was a black slave owner, what could I justify using that logic? So many things.
So many.
It's a lot. And it'll be even disgusting to just say it.
Because there was a racist guy, white people are racist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. All of y'all. Makes sense.
All of y'all.
Because I don't have to feel sorry for slavery because there was a black slave owner. What's his name? How many slaves did he have? And where's that recorded? How did he avoid the racism around him at the time?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, what protected his?
What protected his plantation? And who did business with him? For him to have the money and affluence to buy, purchase, and maintain slaves.
Who respected him?
What last name did he give the slaves that he owned?
That's a good question.
Or did you guys make that up?
You just said that.
Did y'all make that up?
In a
Go ahead.
society,
Is that a lie you tell? Right?
In a society, in a community where everybody aspires to own a black slave, and the sight of success and white supremacy is what they wanted to preserve. How can a black man then thrive in that environment?
I have no idea. And I don't believe this stat. Supposedly over 13,000 blacks own slaves, but 80% of them bought and freed enslaved family members. I don't believe that. For 13,000 black people to buy slaves from whites who had slaves, what kind of money did they have to have? And what's the name of those families? And that's 13,000 affluent families. They would have to be. And they would have to be respected on the level where white people would do business with them and not harm or destroy them.
Yeah.
I don't believe that stat. I think that's fake. No disrespect, Dwayne. I just need to see some history on that.
Now,
13,000 families buying slaves and 80%. Who did that? Who kept this catalog?
They will be known. They will be known because these are the exceptional Negroes. They will be known like the Reverend Al Sharptons. They will be known like them. These are the exceptional Negroes that own slave and that can do business with us.
I'm sure the Civil Rights Museum would have had a room dedicated to them because I went to that museum and there was no record of black slave owners who were famous for freeing, who were buying slaves to free them.
That's crazy.
Now, if your argument,
because the Underground Railroad don't even make sense, it would have been like, nah, call dude,
call bro,
yeah, he'll get us out of here.
Exactly. And he'll just be going to plantations, just freeing.
I don't believe that's fake history. Go ahead.
And they'll accept his money. But
yeah, this nigga got you. I'll take your money's green with me. Yeah. Go on, take all them slaves. Go.
No, that's not.
See, y'all believe the Django fallacy. Like a white slave owner is gonna sit at the dinner table with you and negotiate the buying and selling of slaves. That's Django.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
That's a movie.
That's a movie, bro. And in the movie, it still ain't go right. And Django had to become a super shooter and kill like 40 guys to get out of that place.
Right.
He had to become.
He had to become RoboCop. Nigga became Neo. That's fake, man.
But to the logic that they try to use to justify their guilt, if there being quote unquote black slave owners justifies slavery in general, then let's talk about some more recent events, right?
Hey, Dwayne, we know we're not getting on you, bro.
Yeah, we ain't getting on you, bro. We just talking about that claim, not by you, but by whoever supposedly made it, right? But let's talk about more recent history. You declare war on terrorism and a specific group of people. Now, ISIS, you claim, are the terrorists, Al Qaeda, all these different people over here in Saudi Arabia in the Middle East. These are breeding grounds for terrorists, but there are white terrorists who join those groups. So maybe the war on terrorism shouldn't be aimed at a certain people and talked about with a people where this is the breeding ground for terrorism. Because maybe maybe a couple of those white faces that were born in the United States of America, maybe they should be a reason to look in-house and say, America breeds slaves. I mean, I'm sorry, breeds terrorists.
America breeds terrorists.
America breeds terrorism.
But you're not.
We should be talking about that, but you will not do that. Right. You will never do that.
I just want to one time say, well, y'all were killing your own people over there in Auschwitz. Yeah. So don't talk about my community and all of that. First, work on yourselves. What? You know what I mean?
There'll be this. That's what I'm saying. There'll be discuss like the stuff that we'll do with that logic, following your logic. The stuff that we'll do, y'all be appalled. Y'all be disgusted by.
And that's why those are classic anti-black arguments crushed.
Just destroyed.
Just with logic.
Just by your mind, like. don't be like the man. Never. I'm not gonna say.
Check this out. There is an argument that there were blacks who fought for the Confederacy to keep and preserve slavery. That argument exists because stupid Negroes now put on the Confederate flag and argue to keep the Confederacy now. And y'all are just props that people make fun of, but you think you found an identity. Dummy. Slow. You don't know what kind of machine you're helping work. White officers in the Confederacy did bring slaves to the front during the Civil War, where they cooked, cleaned, and performed labors. There is no evidence to suggest that significant numbers of black soldiers fought for the Confederacy. In fact, somebody don't like that. In fact, in March 1865, Confederate Army policy prohibited blacks from serving as soldiers. Some Confederate officers wanted to enlist slaves earlier, but General Patrick Cleburne proposed enlisting African American soldiers early in 1864, but Jefferson Davis rejected that and ordered it never be discussed again. Finally, in the last weeks of the conflict, the Confederacy gave in to General Robert E. Lee's plea for more men, allowing enslaved people to enlist in exchange for their freedom afterwards. A small number signed up for training. None of them saw action.
So they can leave slavery.
Y'all are a joke, man.
That's crazy.
And if we don't study these things, we won't know how to argue it. Nope. So that's why you come to Sabbath class, man.
That's why.
Okay?
Welcome. Classic
anti-black arguments crushed. Add on to them, commend them, and add on to them. Fact check them, steel man them, and make them stronger. We gave you the foundation, man. So we're gonna yield right there. Y'all brothers want to say anything?
Other than America, you just got cut.
That's right, Yatham. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against you. So why don't you become confederate for yourself?
Makes sense.
Come home. What the Hebrew Israelite doctrine is about is not, I'm going to be as nasty and as negative as those racists that have platforms out there have been, and I'll be the black version to make you feel better on your drive to work. That's not what we are. We actually a family. And the education we provide is to change your outlook on this world that you're in so that you can look at it through the right lens and then change your behavior and come home.
That's right.
And here, around this brotherhood that we have, this thing of ours, this brotherly love that we have involves no negativity. Your kids can play. Your wives don't have men staring and ogling at them. And brothers, you get to be treated like a man when you here in this family.
That's right.
All right? Remember that and understand that. We the sons of thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they be saved. Give a damn about none of these other nations, man.
That's right.
And not because I even am concerned with hating them. It's because I don't got time to think about them. I love my people.
That's right.
And that's why we do this thing. That's why we serve the Most High with all our strength. Tomorrow we're going to be at camp, same place, same time, out in Alabama, out in Fort Myers, out in D.C., and of course, at Dusty Dirty 5 Points. If you missed the camp video before this, make sure y'all go back and watch this.
Tap in.
All right, tap in. Watch this video again and take notes, man, because the arguments against you are tried and true. They put effort into them. They know that this is how you shut a complaining Negro down.
Mhm.
But hey, we gave you some ammunition to get your mind right. Not to go argue with them, but for you to know that all of those are lies. He's a liar from the womb. He came out lying.
That's right.
There's no truth to that. The truth is this, that the Most High is the God of Israel and none else.
That's right.
With that, call the number at the bottom of the screen. We're going to pray out for the Sabbath class, okay? Like we always do, we send up the Lord prayer in Hebrew and sincerely ask the Lord to acknowledge our Sabbath. All right? Make sure that you send in your emails for the Passover and get ready for that thing. We're going to have Passover prep videos coming in this next month. We got classes Tuesday, Thursday, of course, tonight and tomorrow. We got bar for bar. Tap in with our classes. We give you the, yes, the camp videos are entertaining, but the classes are great. If you was on class tonight, we hope you enjoyed it. With that, we're going to say shalom.
Shalom.
Thank you for watching. You can support the body via Cash App or PayPal. You can also support the channel by joining our Patreon for exclusive videos and content that can't be found anywhere else. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.